So we put some details up. The only place right now you can see the patch notes, because they're not officially live yet, is you can actually go to the Circus Legends forums, and we have the patch notes available there, along with a link that I just added right before the stream started to a list of literally all the placeable objects. So we have a long list of every placeable object. If you go to the Circus Legends forums and you click on that link, you'll actually be able to see all the placeable objects, and we're going to show off some of those today. So big things going on in CP2, which is coming out soon, TM.
I have a trademark. You can totally use it as much
I can
as
use
you
it soon, TM.
Right.
Yeah, so Stabilize improvements are coming. Stabilize is going to take about 50% longer, which is pretty exciting. And you'll now actually have a visual bar to show the Stabilize, the level of stabilization. And also you can get interrupted while stabilizing one of your pals.
It's really cool. It works really well.
Right.
If you run over and you try to stabilize in combat, it's really tough now.
Yeah.
You have to choose your spots because you'll see the bar going up, and if you get hit, it turns red, says interrupted above your head, and it works really well. I'm a big fan of it.
Awesome.
But if you're not, you can turn off the interruptions in the options.
Yeah. Yeah, so the interrupting is I mean, it's going to really change the way the game is played.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of feedback early on that a lot of people claimed it was too easy because you could just spam it and get people back up very, very easily, and it made, it dropped the challenge level a little bit lower than what we would have liked. So this is, I think, a really positive change. We also added hardcore options.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who really, really like to punish yourselves, we added the option to disallow stabilize during combat. So if you're actually in combat and you have aggro, you can't stabilize someone, which is crazy, which means
you have to really want it to turn that on. You
Right.
have to really want to challenge.
Right. And the other thing is during dungeon crawls, you can have it so that your party wipes, and now when your party wipes, you're kicked back to camp. So you don't even start at the beginning of the actual dungeon. You start all the way back at camp, and then the dungeon resets, correct?
It resets. You don't have to recreate it. You can go back in and try it again, but you're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
It's pretty hardcore.
I have not gotten a chance internally to play on that, and I think I'm going to play some hardcore stuff this weekend to see.
I will say most of the hardcore options are just in gameplay options in the pause menu, but that one is on the DM board when you're setting up the, hey, welcome to the party, Savant.
Welcome.
When you're setting up your dungeon, it's one of those options. So
Awesome.
if you're looking for that, it's on the DM board, or if you're running it without a DM, whoever's setting up whoever the host is.
Awesome. Well, let's look through our list. Loot changes. So big thing on loot changes, we are, of course, giving you a couple different options. You can have it remain the way it is now with, what's shared loot.
DM or D&D shared loot. That's the
Yeah,
way
shared loot, right?
Dungeons & Dragons works.
Or you can choose to have individual loot, and what happens is behind the scenes there's a roll. The winner of that roll will actually receive the item. So it's not an equal split across the board. It is there's
the
rolling.
law of averages is gonna win out eventually.
Well, some people are just a lot luckier than others, right?
Sure.
Right.
And they'll just get everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course,
Probably
this is
not.
all of these are our efforts to assist the people who aren't having fun with the ninja looters out there, with some of the bad people, the bad seeds that
Some
exist
people
out
try
there.
to take
Right.
everything.
Some people are bad out there, and then we've played games with a lot of great people who don't, who aren't ninja looters, and
That's true.
so.
I actually
Yeah.
haven't run into a lot of ninja looting.
Yeah.
I found if you get into a game where people are chatting and talking and using voice, they're
Yeah,
all
usually.
working together. It's a lot of fun. But I know they're out there.
They're
totally,
out there.
Totally get
yeah,
it.
I've ran into a number of them, and
This
so
is actually, there's a bug here that I don't know if I'm fully aware of.
Great.
Will my female half-elf lose her male pattern baldness while wearing her musician's hat?
I sure hope not.
Is that one we know about?
well.
This is the
I think
first time
it does hide her
Tori's in the
hair.
channel. Tori knows all the bugs, so she'll let us
Wow.
know.
Male half-elf
Yeah.
lose her male
So Tori,
pattern
if
baldness.
you've heard of this baldness musician hat bug,
Well, it hides their hair when they put on the hat.
yeah.
Yeah, but you shouldn't see their head to know there's male pattern baldness because there's a hat there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say no. It's not going to change whatever you're seeing.
All right.
Yeah, whatever, Jake.
So other stuff. New placeable objects. We have over 170 new placeable objects and effects, and you're going to see some of those effects in action today.
They're so
we kind of
cool.
gave you a little bit of a tease last week, but there were some that I hadn't seen until I was doing some testing this morning, and it's
Yeah.
incredible. It's going to really change the way you set up campaigns and change the way that you DM. There's some really great effects for live DMs, like you can simulate earthquakes, you can simulate ceilings collapsing, actually leading to items with collision. So you can actually have objects fall down from the ceiling, there's an animation, and then players can't go through that area,
Block a pathway, a
which
doorway.
is it's awesome.
Yep.
I
It's
almost
really cool.
I almost dropped an F-bomb because it is that awesome. And
It also has sound on it, so it's really impactful.
yeah, it is pretty cool. So we'll show you that. Quick question: after claiming Dagger Venom code, where do you get it? You have to put it in the website. I don't know the URL off the top of my head. It's like
Sounds like you
/redeem.
claimed it, but you get it from the party
Oh, yeah,
chest.
you
the
get it
chest
from
in
the
the
chest,
camp,
yeah.
or the chest at the very beginning of the game. Your what do you call that chest?
Party chest.
Party stash.
Party stash.
It's not part. Your
This
guild
is-
guild
this
chest.
is the party
Guild
stash.
chest.
That stash is
That's
a party.
the party
It's
stash.
a horrible party stash. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really warm in your room, Ash.
Well, I like to keep it.
You
You
got
know,
my Mr. Rogers on.
I like to keep things hot in here.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's yeah, we've done for a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into the action. What do you say? And
Let's do
again,
it.
at the end of the stream, we'll give away some codes. We'll eat some terrible food. We'll
Trivia?
answer your
Trivia?
questions as we're playing.
Trivia?
We'll do a trivia question.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump on over here. Hopefully everything is up and running. Give me a second to get everything
You've
going.
been disconnected for going on.
Disconnected.
I know, it's crazy.
Go online, man.
Dang, look at that drow.
I know.
Hey, spoilers! They're not seeing this yet.
I know.
It's really good.
Teasing it.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Steve has to step out.
Steve was so offended by your module, he had to step away.
Still want to see it.
He doesn't want to eat whatever food you brought. I'm pretty sure.
Hello.
All right. So here we go. Let me adjust this for a second. Just get on. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you can have some space.
A little space.
I'm gonna get
Take a stretch.
comfortable. Yeah.
All right. So here's a drow I created. His name's Risen. He's a rogue. You can see he's got a nice little dagger of venom there. And this is just a quick little module I made to show some stuff off. So I made it, I don't know, essentially during my lunch break. It's nothing too fancy, but we'll go ahead and turn this audio back on so you guys can hear all the fanciness that Tony did. And we'll go ahead and get started.
It's a good looking draw, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Underdark staging area.
What have you done?
So you actually start off here in the Underdark, and the idea of this module, first of all, was really just to show stuff off. But you actually start off here, and you are going to go to your matron and actually get a quest to raid the surface. First, I'm going to steal some stuff from the chest.
You didn't even see what you got.
It's a hand axe and
I'm
some.
just saying you exhibit some of the properties of a ninja looter.
It's true.
You just like collecting. You don't care what it is.
It is true.
Indiscriminate.
In every game that I play, I just put everything in chests. It's like it's the worst thing ever. I just collect everything. All right,
That's
so
why it's
we're
there.
going to talk to Matron Raxil here. Says the time has come to aid your brothers and sisters on the surface.
Come on.
Do I have to do her voice?
Yeah, you do.
The time has come.
Oh, that's good. Go.
The time has come to aid your brothers and sisters on the surface. The attack is already underway. Join. I'm supposed to say them. You can tell I did this on launch. Join them now on the surface.
Part of her speech
and,
pattern.
join them and secure the artifact quickly. We accept.
That was good.
Now, one of the cool things that you can do now is you can add information to people. So you can say something like, "There is no telling how old Matron Raxil may be. She has been scheming her way to the top of the drow social hierarchy for many generations. Her constant smile is her mask." And she basically just unlocked a new area for me. So what I'd like to do, I don't know if what I'd like to do is actually do a whole evil campaign, because this kind of gave me an idea. Gave me a little bit of an idea to just play it completely evil. So we're going to venture
Bit of a
forth.
stereotype, dude.
I know. Well, I mean, everyone knows the one good drow, so.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the village under siege here.
So did you make this just sort of meant to be played as one player?
Yeah, so this is meant to be played as one player. It's supposed to be pretty easy. I still might die because I haven't tested it. I tested it on easy. I didn't test it on normal.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens. But this is the new village tile set. I honestly, I only worked on this for maybe 40 minutes. So there's not a lot of bells and whistles. But you can see how gorgeous and different you can make this. This is actually a new crater that you can add.
Nice.
You can add a little pockmark there, and you can actually do this in real time, and the crater will appear like it explodes. It looks really cool. All right, so we're going to talk to this drow soldier.
You there.
Yeah, we've already started our assault on the surface. I need you to locate it,
Did Jay write this?
to locate the artifact, no matter what the cost. Also, eliminate any surface dwellers that you may encounter along the way. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I know there's no traps. So this is kind of showing off this village here, and you can also see.
So you added sort of this mist.
So I added this mist. I also added this smoke coming out of the doorway. So you can actually click on the smoke and it'll say smoke appears to be coming out of this small hut. It is thick and black. As you approach it, you find it hard to breathe. So you can add, things that actually
Wow,
have
check
ambient
that
effects.
out.
Yeah. So this is the whole village. I'll show you the village on fire in a second. You can also go inside. And here's this horrible village burning, and there's a poor man looking at this bed. I'd like to think that there's a loved one in this bed.
You'd like to think that, would
I'd
you?
like to think that. And he doesn't know I'm here. And in typical drow fashion, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to light him up because that's my job. Oh, whoops. That was fun. So you basically have just seen the whole goal of my module here.
This is the reason that parents blame video games for all sorts of things.
All right.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead and... oh, there's a chicken. A little ambient chicken here. Let's go ahead and check out this hut. Again, my mission is to just... now, this earthquake is something you can actually place now as a DM. And if you're doing it live, you'll actually see the cracks form and you'll see the earth rumble a bit. And we'll show that off near the end. Tim and I will swap and he'll show off some of these really, really cool effects in action. So this is just showing a little cracked earth. Now we're going to go ahead and sneak into this town. And again, our mission is to locate an artifact and to do as much damage as possible. I also put some friendly drow in here.
I love the mist. How many mists did you place?
Not a lot. The mist is actually a very big overlay.
Right.
So not a lot of mist, but I felt it really added to this whole smoky kind of
Oh, yeah.
apocalyptic look. Now we're
Are
going
you
to
going to share this depraved?
I can
module you
share
made?
it. I can share it. I'd like to develop a little bit more, but I can definitely share it.
That's really cool. I don't
okay.
condone any of the things you've done, but it sure looks good.
So there are a couple different things. I added a couple of the Minion of the Dark to my character as well, and I also have the new Drow racial abilities. So let's go ahead and start with Fairy Fire here.
Try and get behind them.
So Fairy Fire actually gives me combat advantage.
Oh, these villagers
And-
aren't pushovers like the last one.
No, they're not. And we're also going to put a little darkness here to blind these guys. And you can see we have the nice little blindness. And then, of course, like a drow, we can go ahead and do a little teleportation
Take that!
action here.
It's funny, we're adding so many cool things for CP2. I forgot Drow's not out there yet. That's something that's coming with CP2.
Right, yeah.
It's such
so,
a big, cool addition.
So there's darkness
Nice.
in action, and you can, of course, do some really fun ambushes. All right, so now you're going to get to see the village burning here. And this is all stuff that I added. This is not what the village looks like all the time. So basically, I added a bunch of different placeable fires of different sizes. I rotated them so they looked a little bit different. Oh, this guy actually spotted me. One sec. We'll go ahead and wipe him out.
Did I do that?
And I also added some smoke on top of the fog. So there's a lot of different layers here to what you're seeing to this burning village. Now, a lot of these interiors as well, we gave you a lot of different options with this village. So you can strip it and make it completely empty, or you can add different buildings, so on and so forth, with the different tiles that you can choose. This was the full village with like a lot of, because I only had 45 minutes to do this. So there's a lot of things that
You
were
went
already
inside
there.
a burning building.
I went inside the burning building, and you can see some of my drow buddies are here.
Which button stops, drops, and rolls?
I have a table that is smoking and on fire. I don't know why I did that. I thought it looked cool. A lot of our interiors in this particular village actually have multiple floors. So we're going to show you. We're going to go deeper into the cellar. And there's a cool little cellar here that you can go inside of. I thought I added some stuff in here, but apparently I neglected to add some stuff in
It
here.
might
So
have been consumed by flame.
It might have been
It's
consumed by
gone now.
flame.
What
So
is
this is-
that?
This is a really fun bar. This?
No, over here you have some sort of pillar of blood. Oh, that's red smoke.
Oh, it's red
Sorry.
smoke. I forgot that I put that there. It is not a pillar of blood.
All right, that's less dark.
All right, so we're going to go over here.
You would not believe what I've been witnessing. I feel dirty.
All right, so here we have a little smithy. I don't think I added much to the smithy. We have a corpse here. Oh, it says not alive.
Not alive. Clever writing.
Thanks. This is why Jay writes the stuff.
Yes.
All right,
I like your writing.
we are gonna kind of.
Prefer Jay's.
All right, so we have another group here.
Misty added.
Yes.
Yeah.
Check out a little group here to ambush.
You missed the murder hut.
The murder hut.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and do a little darkness. Oh, they spotted me,
Take that!
but they're blinded.
My favorite.
Anytime.
He's basically just running around killing villagers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, boom!
He's playing the
That
drow.
leave a mark.
I guess then that's okay.
And look, I can eat mushrooms too. This is what drow. Mushroom of darkness.
Mushroom of darkness.
All right.
Always better when sung.
Couple drow buddies here.
Man.
That should be a sitcom.
So I have a nice little burning village here, or a burning hut, and they saw me again. I need to increase my stealth.
Guys were like looking sadly at their burning home. You're gonna walk up and murder them. You're gonna make this
Do a little
worse.
fairy fire.
The first guy he snuck up on while he was
Oh, he
invisible.
saved.
Yeah.
He was stealth, and he just murdered a guy, exploded. And I believe you said, this is fun.
Take
You're
that!
critting like crazy.
Yeah.
What weapons do you have?
And they're
I'm
dead.
not too tweaked out. I do have this.
Oh,
Dagger of
okay.
Venom.
And we're gonna give away 2 of these away today, so
Alright.
you too can make people explode in Sword Coast Legends. All right, so we have a little Bernie burn here. I think I already showed off that. Again, I made this. This is, I think, 3 or 4 different placeable fire effects, a couple different placeable smoke effects. I do want to show off this
With
building.
pleasure.
Hopefully, this guy doesn't see me. We'll get to him in a minute.
Oh, I like this old drow quote.
Now, I didn't have time to decorate this, but I do want to show off the different layers of this particular place. So this is like a large bar.
Sure.
Pretty
Can do.
cool. Just showing off the interiors here.
No fire?
I didn't put this one on fire.
Ran out of matches? Or
All right, so here we have another corpse.
Oh man, you've got a horse on fire.
It says not alive.
I
Let's go ahead and get this guy with something exceptionally bad since he's not paying attention and his back is turned.
Poor cupcake.
Oh!
Jeez.
That was Death Strike.
Just for words, couldn't it be peaceful? Did you write that?
And of course, this horse. Someone appears to have set this horse on fire.
Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired for this,
You
this
had
module.
a good run,
It's a good
right?
use of
You
fire
had
there.
You had a good run.
Yeah,
No, this is pretty great. We've
No,
never
I
had
did
an
have-
evil module.
yeah. I mean, this is basically just about going in and killing as many innocent people as possible.
Someone mentioned you recreated Postal on SCL.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Nicely done.
I have some drow buddies here.
Oh, what do you have here?
All right, so here we have this is a new visual effect. It's like a was it
A
mystical
biodome?
dome of some sort, and then there's also another. It's layered on top of consecrated ground, and then we have the artifact here, which ends the quest to find the artifact. And of course, there's some poor lowly villagers, guarding this artifact. And so let's go ahead and let's get some backup here. We'll do dark ritual. Let them attack my little rat. And then we're going to go ahead and do Unholy Ritual of Shadow.
Oh, look here, your buddies are coming.
Hey, welcome to
Then
the
we'll
party,
go ahead and-
Nikolai von Imhoff.
We're going to go ahead and get them with some darkness,
That's his real
blind
name.
them all,
That's a great name.
get them with some fairy fire. Oh, he saved versus
That's
fairy
it. Get all
fire.
nice and close to each other.
Some Misty Step action. Oh,
Dude,
jeez.
you are critting everyone. What
Jeez
level are you?
Louise. It's level 7.
Really? I
Yeah.
feel like you're cheating somehow.
I'm not cheating. There's no cheats.
So you're saying the powers of evil are just that strong?
Yes, I'm saying. CP2 is that powerful.
This
See-
is what we call the crit patch.
CP2 will just allow you to make people explode. And so, of course, here we have the artifact. Should I go inside this strange dome?
I'd worry if you didn't.
All right. I'm going to buff myself again.
It's gonna be like that Stephen King book.
The dome? Under the dome?
Under
Oh.
the dome. Hey.
I found the
Hey,
artifact.
you did it.
I'm going to get rid of my rat because
Nice job.
he's not good for stealth.
Hey, Templeton.
There was another building I wanted to show off the interior of. I don't think this was it, but I'll go ahead and check it out anyway.
Was it the small
I like
tavern?
this one.
It might be the small tavern. There's one that actually goes all the way into a cave. Do you know which one that is?
Yeah. The small tavern.
It's a cave. It used to be beneath the There's a room beneath the well that you get to by going through the.
Oh, it's on fire.
The
at that
tavern.
moment.
Yeah, but you may have randomly not gotten that, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's probably what happened. It was usually in here, right?
Yeah.
Down in there's
I think
like
it was in
a
the cellar of this other one, because you go down and you can
In
walk
this
to
one?
the side,
maybe it is this
and
one.
you could see the well, and you could also lead
Oh,
up
it
to
is
the
this
cave.
one. Okay, so yeah, I decorated this a little bit. So we have a bunch of burning debris here. You may recognize this from the story campaign,
Oh.
the dead body table. Then you can go into this little cellar here. Oh, looks like they already dispatched of some bodies.
Sure.
Oh, look, there's a poor woman
Oh,
underneath some rocks that fell down. There actually were a bunch of NPCs, villagers and drow, but it looks like the drow actually came out on top because all there are little bodies
I
left.
feel like you were like acting this out as DM, dropping villagers and then murdering them.
It was actually really fun to set up. Normally, like the mentality when you're building campaigns is okay. Well, you want your party to be heroic. You want your party to
there's no sharp objects in this room, are there?
I don't think so.
no, but it's interesting because
First came the beard, then came the
playing
murderous tendencies.
playing it backwards was really
wearing
fun.
all black.
Well, that. So guys.
Just catching things on fire.
So Tim's actually going to go ahead and show off some of the other stuff. I think I killed everyone.
Boy.
Um,
Sounds
So
like
anyway, you guys will have access to all of this fun stuff that I'm showing off very, very shortly, and Tim's actually going to show off some of the new effects that you can add. So you'll have access to Drow, and you'll have access to this village and these fire effects and burning horses and all of that really, really cool stuff.
If anyone else wants to bring out their dark side, like
yeah,
Ash.
if you want
Very soon,
channel
TM.
Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and swap places, Tim.
How are we gonna do that?
Well,
Here,
I'll
I'm
get
gonna
up.
That seems good.
I'll get up, and then
I'll stand right here.
yeah, and then, and then
I'll
we'll
crawl
swap.
over you.
I'll just
Okay.
actually take it back to the menu.
I'm taking it back to the old school because I'm an old fool who's so cool.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go switch.
Hello. Oh, Ash
one?
keeps the nice chair. Actually, this one's not bad at all.
You want the middle one?
Oh, I'm okay.
There.
I need an escape route from this man over here, from Ash.
This is the room where you ate the pepper, right?
This is the room.
Yeah.
Are you having like hot flashbacks? That's like that'd be like a Wheel of Fortune, before and after. What do you want me to do? Go on. I'm gonna go online because we're an online game and we're up for best online game, from what I hear.
Right. That's right.
All right, Dungeon Master. You know what I want to show first, if you don't mind. What were we in? I'm just gonna load up a.
Oh, you can load up test surface raid. That's the one I just did.
Test surface raid. All right. I want to show off the way that we can customize interiors and tiles.
Oh yeah.
This is cool. This is really cool.
All right. I wasn't sure if you'd like it because there's no death involved.
I'm normally a warm and fuzzy guy.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that part of you. So I am going to add a new area. And sure, I'm going to add City Streets A because it's there. And this is really cool. This is something we haven't shown at all. We've teased a little bit that you're going to be able to customize more of the game, more of the visuals of the game. And I'm pretty excited about this.
This is cool.
I'm so excited.
Have you seen this yet, Steve? Steve's been sick.
I've been out, so
I think this is going to blow your mind. I'd say hold on to your seat.
Hold on to Ash's seat.
Yeah.
Wow. See, we have gizmos here, which opens up prefab swappers. I'm going to enable that, and you see all these little D8s appear. So whenever you're in an area that has, it's basically the way our game works is when you randomly load an area, it chooses these random prefabs that it loads, and that's how we get so much leverage out of these same areas. They look very, very different. They feel very, very different. Well, you now have control over which of those are loaded and used. So for instance, what is
Hey,
this?
thanks
Like
for
a-
hosting, Drifter. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Drifter.
Thanks, Drafter.
So I'm going to click on this D8, and you can see there are two options here. One of them has horses in a stable, or whatever that is, or I can swap it to this house. Just like that, I've added a house with an interior that you can go in and decorate that wasn't there before. And then in here, there's options as well. So there's 4 here. You can change the floor. So you'll
What?
you'll go through here and you will be shocked at all the different options you have. You can actually
Crazy.
change the layout of this room. Do you see what I did there? It's nuts, right?
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah. So this is just an example. I just loaded up a city, but you can imagine how this is going to work throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
So
Works in dungeons as well.
yeah, you're going to use it like crazy in dungeons, but you can see that this one city is starting to look completely different than what it was before. You can easily add extra interiors to your sections this way, or you can take away some if you don't want to have them. But this is one of the coolest things I think we've done. Pretty much
think it
ever.
is. It's really cool, and
Jeff
it's something
310.
that you guys kind of
Thank you.
stealth developed. Like it's been requested, and
Right.
people really wanted this, but the fact that we got it done as quickly as we did
Well,
is
it's
kind of crazy.
it's one of the things we really wanted for the shipped game.
Yeah.
But there just wasn't time for it. But we had a lot of the technology already there and working, and it's something that people expressed interest in. So
Right.
we of course still wanted it. Something I was dying to have. And
I do
yeah,
have a
we've got
question.
some really talented guys that got it working very quickly.
Why a D8?
Because when you write it out, it looks like date.
Oh, it's a
It's
good
like
answer. It's a good
And
answer.
we're romantics.
We are.
We are.
We're talking
Well,
about like
Steve and I
dates?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about like calendars. We're more like.
I was like bad date, like Indiana Jones. But
So,
no,
yeah,
it was
let's
just we have the
let's show off
D20
some
as
of
the
this other
primary.
cool
So
stuff.
yeah, so I don't even know what all these are, but so this is actually changing the lighting as well. You can
Right.
see. In here, there's some sort of central piece here. I'm gonna probably be able to swap that out. I sure can. You can add this. So sometimes it's just one minor thing. Sometimes it's going to be a major change. If I were to load, say, it's one of the examples I give you, Ash. If I load the mountain area, hey, welcome to the party, Space Hamster.
Welcome.
Hamster.
I can load the mountain area, and maybe I wanted the cabin. Before, you had to keep re-rolling to get it. Not right now. I just click the blue D8, and its wish is my command, or my wish is its command. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying thanks to us and giving us high fives, accolades. We really
Thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Everyone's been working really hard, and we care a lot about the game. We want to continue to make it better, and let people know about it. Let people know that
Please.
that we're making these changes. We're a small team. We do the best job that we possibly can, and we need the help of an enthusiastic community. So, a lot of you guys, I see a lot of very familiar names. Just keep doing what you're doing, and keep caring about it, and things will go well.
Yes.
So I loaded up just to show you what I was talking about. Cabin's here now. I don't want this cabin here. I want this cluster of trees and rocks, or I want to have this one path around the edge. So
Right.
you see the power of this, right?
Right, and then of course you have
Whoops.
you also have access to those hundreds of new nature replaceables as well that we just put out in CP1. So
Oh, yeah.
the fact of the matter is you can modify it using the D8, and then you can go in and add your own bushes, your own foliage, all that fun stuff, and you can really create truly unique looking environments, which is what we wanted to do all along. So
Oh, nice. I have not looked at this since Kate made all the icons.
Kate made those.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
You need to go to a dungeon and show off the falling rocks. I promised Wombat Chainsaw.
Wombat Chainsaw, he's seen all about it. He put them all in.
He did put them in, but they deserve to be.
Is this my dungeon I added? Sure isn't.
That's the village under siege.
Well, I wasn't really paying attention to the icons I used. Let this be a warning to you. Do you have a preference?
Let's do. I guess, let's do sewers. An oldie but a goodie.
I love sewers.
My first
Why-
house was in the sewer.
Well, my current house is, so thanks, Steve.
Oh. Oof.
Start her up. Start a house. Wow, thanks, Watsy D&D.
Thanks, Watty
Hey,
D&D.
Thanks, Watsy.
We got a lot of cool fans.
Yeah. So this is something that I was really I was really pushing for this to get added a long time ago, because this is one of the things I like to do when I live DM is to have a rock slide block off a path. There's a perfect path for it, by the way.
Right here?
Yeah, like right there. So now one of the things you can do under effects, you can go in and actually go to door collapse, and this will actually animate in real time for your players. And what happens is, as soon as you click it down, they'll see the collapse happen. Then it actually creates a barrier, so your players can't actually go through that area. So for those of you who actually like to live DM, we have something like this that you can actually do to interact with your players. And then, of course, with the new rolling system, you can do strength checks and dex checks and all those fun things to, see if players can get around. Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't play with a live DM, that will just appear as its final animation state. Yeah, so you could basically have a whole
Yeah, you
ceiling
can knock
cave in if
yourself
you want
out.
to, which is really pretty awesome. And we have a lot to show off the earthquake too. That one's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, Earthquake's really cool.
I haven't seen an earthquake.
You haven't seen the earthquake?
Dude, I love that some of these are best used for live DMing.
Yeah.
You can use any of them like Ash did in his other, but yeah, just being able to use stuff that is most effective in live DMing. So I'm just seeing the preview here. They're not actually seeing it until you click it down.
Right.
So that as a DM, you can still preview it before you
Right.
place it. But I place it, they'll actually see some things shake, get some rocks dropping, some cracks in the ground. Welcome to the party, Thor Heimdallr.
Right. So, as Tim was saying, your players will actually see the animation of the quake happening. So if you place a number of different quakes inside of a room, you can do a nice little, role-playing scenario where they have to dodge out of the way of something or take, there's a lot of different things you can do with it. And of course, you'll see the after effect of the cracks in the ground with the earthquake. So,
And there's audio with that you guys are probably hearing that
Yeah.
we don't have.
yeah. Thanks, Tony. Tony added some audio.
Yeah, nicely done, Tony. He's been dealing with sickness too.
Yeah.
So we appreciate him getting this all in.
Everyone saw my facial hair and just got sick.
I didn't know I didn't know how to. I didn't know how I would handle it, and when I saw it, I just couldn't.
I told you not to eat it, Steve.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Gross.
I have no response to this. Does anyone want to see anything else specific? And we got people are asking about colored fires and colored smokes. We got
well,
all
let's just show
sorts
off
of
a
colors
little,
you can
a
see
little
here.
selection here.
We've got some crazy cool stuff. I mean, just adding fireflies to a room.
Right. Right. Now, some of these would be, if you wanted to quickly create a surface tile during the day, maybe we could show these off, or during the night we could show these off a little bit better. I don't know if well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like Star Trek.
Yeah, you can. There's a lot of neat for those of you who want magical effects. We have dozens of different magical effects now.
Yeah, there is a lot. They're broken into a few categories here. Most of the magical stuff, I believe, is just in
Right.
this effects category. Yeah.
Right.
Falling leaves. This would make more sense out
So
in
now
the
there's
forest.
definitely no shortage of objects for content creators at this point. I mean, at this point, it's almost overwhelming. There are so many different things that you can use. I mean, you could go ahead and put a forest down inside of this inside of this cave.
Don't
and-
mind if I do.
There you go.
Well, I guess I can put a bear trap. You would actually put trees in, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, you can actually put trees in.
This is for you, Ash. They're all burnt to a
Look at
crisp.
this. Look at this.
Like
This is
something
great.
horrible happened.
There's a question about music selection. So he says, do areas have music selections yet, so we can have appropriate music for a module? Tony's in the channel. He can probably answer that. So he knows all the music related stuff.
The
So-
DM can't select it
Yeah.
yet.
Right now there's no selectable music, but I don't know if it's something that Tony is
Boulder's ridiculous.
working on in Tony's lair.
Tony is waiting on some support. Hey, welcome to the party, Chicken Hawk.
Chicken Hawk.
713.
Chicken Hawk
That's pretty-
713.
You never welcome me like that.
I know.
Will there be a way to link these effects to traps and triggers? Not yet. Not yet.
That'd be
Right
awesome.
now, a lot of those effects, a lot of the earthquake, the falling ceiling, all of those things require a live DM for you to actually see the animation take place. Otherwise, whoa!
Damn.
So that again is just sort of previewing what the effect looks like when you place it. So if
Yes.
you want to live DM that, I place it down and that's what they see,
Right.
and this magma appears. This is really cool. Brad made all these effects and he just knocked them out of the park.
He's a maestro.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
Brad
master
is
maestro.
incredible. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really nicely done.
Tony, are there audio effects for that magma explosion? Let us know. And by the way, everyone, Tony makes all of our audio effects with just his mouth. It's all mouth sounds.
It's unbelievable.
He's
He
like
uses his body,
he's
not
like the-
always just his mouth.
he's like the guy from Police Academy.
Sometimes he uses his armpit.
The magma effect is actually armpits. What is that called? Is there a noise or like a specific
I don't know
word?
if there's a noise or a name.
You know, I could never
Steve's
do
a writer.
that. There were always kids in middle school.
He doesn't want to say it.
He doesn't want to say it. Those kids in middle school could do that.
That's amazing.
but I
It's a
could never-
gift.
I could never do it.
I'm not that guy.
No.
No. What's
mine-
that called, Steve?
When you make sounds with your body.
With your,
Like
just
the
the
you know
armpit.
the farty sound with your armpit.
I don't remember.
Man, this is what we've
It's
devolved
been so long
into.
since I watched Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Were there other features we want to show off?
Let's see. If there any other? Obviously, there's new placeables. New visual effects. There's a lot of really subtle ones that that we showed a little bit off. Impact Crater is pretty awesome too. That has an animation as well. So you can have an NPC like drop out of the sky, do NPC placement, Impact Crater.
Yeah.
Great. Look at this. What
Yep,
is that?
You can make your sci-fi dungeon complete now.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, things are falling apart here.
Pit
but,
farts.
Evil Alien Space Princess says pit farts. I think they were called pit farts.
Fart,
Thank
that,
you,
that
Evil Alien Space
totally makes
Princess.
sense, Evil Alien Space Princess.
Thank you, Evil Alien Space Princess.
You also have the best name.
No, Draconis. They were not called tendril waves. I think he's talking about something else.
I believe he was talking about the crazy thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The tendril wave. Yes. Pit fart. We gotta put that in the game.
Pretty soon they're
His butt cheeks.
gonna stop asking you to do these soon. It's only a matter of time.
Well, I think it started with all the murder and mayhem.
Well, that was a fun module.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very
Musical hands or musical armpits. Well, let's check the time. What time are we at here?
Hey Wombat, what else do we have
Oh,
here?
we're at just the right amount of time.
Oh, perfect.
So what we're going to do now is we are going to Drew from Digital Extremes is here in the channel, and he's going to be doing some giveaways. And Tim will just go ahead and just play some more with the tools while the giveaways are happening. I'll go ahead and fetch our magical snacks, and we'll go ahead and
Nice.
answer what.
I love the sound of this.
And we'll go ahead and answer whatever questions you may have. And again, this is all stuff that we're giving away in Community Pack 2, which is completely free. And Community Pack 2 will be out soon, TM.
It might have come out while we were sitting here.
It might have
I am
come
not
out while
sure.
we're sitting here. Yeah, a lot happens while we're in this room. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to get the snacks, and Drew's going to start doing giveaways. We're giving away a few of the Mace of Terror. Mace of Terror is still awesome. I don't care what anybody says. We've been giving away for a while, but they're amazing because you get them for all your characters, and they're incredibly powerful, especially the first 5 or 6 levels.
I am dual wielding Mace of Terrors on my current playthrough.
Because you cheated.
Not exactly. I have certain abilities as a customer service agent of good.
Yes.
I can help people with this if you reach
Yes. So Mace of Terror is going out. We're going to give away 2 of the Dagger of Venom. Dagger of Venom, awesome. You guys saw it in action today. So we'll give away 2 of those. And we're going to do, Drew, if you want to hold off on giving away the game code, we're actually going to do a trivia question for that game code.
out. I like it.
Yeah. I forgot the answer to the question. Do you remember the answer to the question?
I was not paying attention.
Okay, so hopefully you guys remember because I don't right now. All right, I'm going to get up and get this
No,
stuff.
I do remember. I have an idea of it. I don't know. What did Ash say we were doing now? He's gonna eat food while we
He's
play
gonna
with
eat
the...
something, and we're gonna watch him.
No.
This is great fun.
We're gonna flick him with pencils.
I saw a request to show off the Drow racial ability tree.
Sure.
So why not? No, I don't want to do you. But I'm really curious what today's food is.
Last
Alright.
time I was in here eating something with Ash,
Oh man,
It was a dark
that
day
went
for you.
poorly.
it was a hard day.
All right, so I didn't have time to go to my normal place to buy foreign food. So I
What
decided
is that place anyway?
there's just if you go to like
Walgreens?
convenience stores that haven't restocked their shelves in like 7 years, that are attached to a strip mall behind another strip mall, then you can normally find the delicious food that I've been bringing to the streams.
Okay.
So what I did is I decided, this is really important, I decided that we'll eat seasonal food. Something that you can only get around the holidays.
Okay.
And what I discovered,
Candy cane?
no.
You got to be kidding me. Sweetos?
Sweetos. Okay, so Sweetos appear to be cinnamon sugar Cheetos. And they're limited time,
No.
holiday only Cheetos.
You know what this reeks of?
I feel sick.
You ever visit another country and you see they always have products that just didn't make it in America, or they're trying them out somewhere. They misspelled Denver Broncos and someone's wearing the Denver Brincos.
Yeah.
This is not something we're supposed to be eating. This is something that's like a test market.
Well, this one is actually not expired.
Oh, it's not expired.
It's guaranteed fresh until January. And while these codes are getting passed out, Thanks, Drew. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have some Sweetos. If you want to hold out your hand.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
I have a couple bags, just in case.
Well, they smell good.
Whoa, they're like little.
They look like Funyuns.
That's weird.
Ooh.
There's something. Wait. All right, they're clearly not as good as they sound.
They have a good aftertaste, like an oily aftertaste.
Like you can taste the sugar at first, but then it's gone and it's replaced with something I can't place.
Cheeseless Cheetos.
This is why you guys keep getting sick. That is entirely true. Don't do it, Steve.
These
Oh.
are
Mad Hatter wants you to live, apparently.
Oh, thank you, Matt Hatter.
Drew wants some Sweetos. Drew, if you come to the studio, we will shower you with Sweetos.
Sweetos. There was a board meeting. Someone went like, "We've got it, Sweetos."
Sweetos. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this minion of the Drow racial. So all characters that start off as Drow, you'll get both Darkness and Fairy Fire, and you get to see. Essentially, here's a little bit of the stats, what it does.
Wow.
So, gives
why are
combat
they
advantage,
rings?
which is if you were playing a rogue character, why are they rings? I don't know.
Yeah, like I've never had a ring Cheeto. Do they make Cheeto rings?
Oh, that's a good question.
What are they advertising on the back?
It says limited time. There's also limited time winter white cheddar puffs. Yeah.
I don't know why they would limit these.
All right, I think 5 or 6 of those is definitely enough for me right
Yeah,
now.
I'm solid.
I'm amazed that you find this stuff. I've never heard of anything we've tried on here.
Well, I have to have a hobby.
I love it. That's why I come back.
Where can you find a rundown of all the content in CP Pack 2? CP 2, all the patch notes will go live very, very shortly. They will go live today, the patch notes. And also, if you go to the Sword Coast Legends forums under the General tab, you'll see that the entire patch notes are already there for our forum goers. We put them up a little bit early for our frequent forum goers.